grader has to sit outside the Rockingham shed out in the weather, or they have to drive all the way from our shop over there and drive back, which is about an hour plus with the grader. So I didn't know if we wanted to look into maybe rebuilding the Regal shed where it used to be, or figuring a place up there. This is
So
just,
there's not a shed there?
There's not a shed there. It burnt down 04, somewhere in there maybe.
How many miles is that to go from there to them?
We own the property?
I don't know. This was way before me. I was probably about yay high when that.
Okay.
This is just a thought. This is, this is just me thinking. It'd be, nice to have a shed up there to store graders. That way, if you have someone like, if they live in Kramer, like we don't really want to take the grader out of the county to store it.
Right.
We'd rather have it somewhere they can drive to. But yeah.
You already told me that. I never done stick like that.
The next thing is possibly considering a new four-door pickup. We've only got one left after we sold that gray Dodge. I mean, not that we. It'd just be nice to have something that could hold more people when we go out to do a big tree or something. We don't have to take two trucks. We can take one. It's just another thought I had. It doesn't have to be in this year's budget or something.
I just want to say I'm impressed. You're new to this role and you're looking at how you can make things better, not just doing day-to-day stuff.
Yep.
And I'm impressed with that, and thank you.
Well, the first thing I asked him when I saw him this morning was, is this the job you think you want to keep?
No, come on,
Yeah,
give me more than that, give me more than that.
It's not a bad job. I mean, I kind of like running the equipment more, but I see things that need to be fixed and I want to fix them, so it kind of works out good.
So if you think the job, that's what it takes to be a great.
Play,
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but good things. And that's from your employees.
But you want to know my opinion?
Nope.
He said
You
no.
obviously know him.
Yeah, he comes in a lot.
Yeah.
He's good people.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, and then after this is stuff I asked the guys about that they wanted me to ask you guys. First thing they asked is where's their raise? So you don't. I mean, I know you guys are probably working on that. Being within budget and all that. So they just asked. and I
That'll
put
be
it in.
forthcoming.
Okay.
Yes.
We're not there yet, but you will hear shortly.
I get it. That's first thing. The other, I got two more. One was, I know you guys you talk to the railroad a lot more than we do. One of the things is with the railroad, we can only get within 15 feet on each side of the railroad crossings to fix the road. Well, if we stop within 15 feet, there's potholes right at where the road meets the crossing. And we didn't know if we wanted to ask the railroad how we wanted to go about fixing those. Because, I mean, it's kind of dangerous for us if you're not watching, especially if there's no arm.
Anytime you're close to the railroad, you need flagmen and all that kind of stuff. Okay.
I'm not sure. I've only been doing this for 4 years. I only know some.
Which railroad? Is it BNSF?
Oh, let's see. It'd be the two up north is Union Pacific and CPKC, and then the other one that I can think of is BNSF, and that's the one that runs north, kind of just north of Richmond here. It also runs down by Bruns Road. That's the one I think of usually. But
I think I know the maintenance person
Okay.
at BNSF, but the UP and UPKC, I'm not sure. But we'll find out.
okay. And the last one is, this is just kind of a side deal. The fridge in the office quit about a year ago, and we ain't had no place to put cold stuff. But we had a thought. We've got lots of manuals for old graders and stuff like 60s and back and 70s for cases, old cats, old deers, that we don't have anything to go to. I was thinking, what if we sold those, use that money to buy us a used fridge, new fridge, whatever we can afford from this, to save us some money here.
I like it.
And we'll look on,
Marketplace.
Rice Singer's auction.
Okay.
They have them on there all the time.
Okay.
So just a regular refrigerator.
Just a regular.
Yeah, it don't even have to make ice because there's no water.
It does not have to be
No.
silver or whatever.
The one that was out there, it was brown and the inside of it was blue, so if that tells you anything, I hold it.
One of the close.
That's-
Okay.
That's all I have.
Okay.
All right.
Now, what will we do about, it seems like the pickup is a big deal. What will we do
It's,
about it?
that's not as big of a deal. We can manage without it. We
The
just-
trailer and,
Yeah,
That's a big deal.
that needs to be fixed. I'll see if I can get you guys some specs of what we would need and
Yeah, if you
bring
would.
it up to you next time.
And that one boy we got, is it two?
It's 2 axle, yeah.
Three, but then you're worried about like there.
It kind of depends. I guess a third axle tacked onto the back of it's not really gonna matter too much. I guess we could get one with a flip up, but that's more money, and you gotta know how to use that. We'll I'll see what I can find. Get it to you guys.
and are we going to do this? He's gonna meet with us every couple of weeks,
Yeah.
like before,
Yeah.
like our person. So thank you for doing that.
Thanks very much.
Appreciate it.
You gonna hang around for the road district meeting?
Yeah, I got to run down to planning and zoning, but I'll be back up here.
Okay, sure.
Great.
Thanks, sir.
No problem.
Well, Rhonda, I do remember you. I mean, you've been gone so long, your hair is in a ponytail.
Isn't it crazy? Because I was so busy yesterday, I didn't condition it. And so this morning it's like alive.
I'm just gonna give my position for the road district.
Oh, there you go.
Hold my position. Listen up here. Yeah, please, yes. Yes. There. Hey, Missy. You gonna send me a little blank email, are you?
I was like, my gosh.
I looked at that one.
Yeah, I didn't say
That's
this.
okay, I do that all the time.
You weren't here for this, right? Yesterday. Yeah?
Ma'am.
Few more minutes. start early. I was here early, we could have started early, but I think if we have it at 9.
What it said on the
Yeah,
sheet.
that's what it said. Flies when they have them back. I think we're almost there. Okay,
I make a motion, we go into session.
I second it.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Well, welcome everyone, and some of you were here yesterday, so good to see you again. And I know there may be someone else that is here to talk about another topic, but I think almost everyone in the crowd is here to talk about the extension. Is that true, or is there another topic out there somewhere? Just so we know how to handle this. And we have had several meetings with many of you and representatives from the extension. And today we have 15 minutes allotted. Now, there's a couple ways we can do this. If you all want to just raise your hand and do a couple minutes of comments that you want to do, or if you all have people in the crowd that represent you that you want to have speak on your behalf, that is also okay. So we can get started. What would you prefer? Just raising your hand and us doing it till we do have another session starting at 9:15. So would you like to just raise your hand and I will just call on you, and I will probably call on people that weren't here yesterday that didn't speak first.
I'll start it off.
Okay?
Ray County resident and taxpayer. And I would like all 4-H members, family members, alumni, and staff to join me quickly. I pledge my head to clearer thinking, my heart to greater loyalty, my hands to larger service, my health to better living, for my club, my community, my country, and my world. What I want you to think of as commissioners is each of those individual sentences and what they mean to the youth of Ray County. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Nicely done. Who else would like to make some comments? Yes.
Well, I'm new at this. I'm a volunteer down at the senior center. And we do a lot of things down there. And we try to help each other down there. If the office across from us needs a little help, we try to help them. And if they do the same thing with us. And you guys need to come down there and just watch and see and learn.
We have been down there, all of us together, several times.
I've never seen you,
Well, I apologize to that, but we have.
because I'm down there 5 days a week.
We have, and I mean, so, and you're right, you touch a lot of lives down there.
I touch a lot of lives down
Yes,
there.
Yes,
I do a lot of things.
yes.
And I'm for the 4-H group. Because if you don't have that, what's the kids gonna do? You know.
Okay,
So, and then I have another topic. Susie, she's an exercise person. We need to have her back down there.
well, ma'am, that is kind of out of our realm of what we make decisions. I mean, the people at the center, they make those decisions and go through the process of hiring the people that they need. But I agree with you, exercise is good at every
It
level.
is.
And it helps keep people healthy, and that's what we want to
It
do.
does, it does.
Yes. Okay,
So-
thank you.
You're welcome.
And before we go on, I'm not sure we opened this meeting yesterday, we said it, but, a lot of this is because there's a misunderstanding or misinformation put out of the public. At no time did this commission ever talk about defunding the Missouri Extension Service or 4-H. So that's the misunderstanding. So I understand a lot of people are very passionate about it, but it's based on something that wasn't quite factual.
What are the facts?
Well, the facts are, we've asked for the budget 3 times, and we were given various budgets, but we need to understand where the tax dollars are going as we go through the budget process, so that we can evaluate properly how to use the tax dollars of the county. That doesn't mean we're gonna defund anybody, that just means we want to see the numbers, so we're making good decisions.
And we're doing that with everything, not just for the extension.
Yeah, it's not just this, it's everything we look at.
Yes, Sam.
But keeping with that, there is at least a number that we have to be able to maintain our program. So even a cut to that, not meaning defunding and not funding at all, but there is a number that we have to be able to maintain the level in which we work and to be able to serve not only our seniors, but our youth in 4-H.
Well,
So I think that's the
we do
important thing.
we
Yeah,
do
we
understand
understand
that, but we're looking at the information we were given last week, I believe it was Wednesday, by the Ray County Extension Regional person, and the budget she handed us says there's $244,230 that go through Ray County annually toward the programs, and so we would like to understand how that's done.
And what we do is a very small part of that. We understand that, and that is part of the statute that is for Missouri counties. And again, as Commissioner Hockenmeyer said, it was never our intent for people to think that we were trying to do away with 4-H or the extension. We did not even ask them to come forward before us the first time, which was like 4 weeks ago, a month. They just do this on an annual basis, and then they quarterly come in and give us updates. They asked if they could come in and make the request for the new year, and that's how this all kind of happened. And we thought we had, when everyone left after those meetings, we thought we had a good understanding that we were trying to work through the numbers, and then there was Facebook. So, anybody else want to make some
May
comments?
I ask, at the time you're talking is taking away from our 15 minutes?
Well, I will also say that this commission, it is our job to run this meeting, and we choose how to do that. We are trying to, we have to make comments on our behalf after other comments are made, and that is the way we will run this meeting. So, sir.
Okay, so I understand that you have to go. I understand there is situations, you only have so much money, you have to take the entire account. I understand all that. And we're all speaking on what is important to us. And sometimes you may have to get creative, okay? Maybe you can't fund this, but to me, this is the first year my grandkids or anyone's been in 4-H, and it's been, second year. And they love it, it's great for our community. I agree, yesterday they said there's nothing in this community for children, for kids. They don't love sports. If you love sports, there's plenty for you to do. If you don't, there's very little for you to do. And so, the 4-H, I don't know anything about Missouri Extension or anything like that. You may have to get creative, that's your job. And the senior center, you know, if they have to run it, whatever. So I understand you have to cut, but you also may have to get creative to make sure that services continue on for the children in our community, because you're looking at it, our county today, but we also want you to look for them for the future as well. So
I would like to say, toward your comment, that we need to be creative together. That there are fundraisers and grants and all kinds of opportunities. I know the NRA is a large funder of 4-H, and so is Tractor Supply. You know, I looked through those over the weekend. Wyatt, who was here yesterday and spoke very well, I gave him an entire packet on fundraising opportunities and grants throughout the United States that can come to 4-H in concert with whatever we do through the commission.
Yes.
Can we get as a community, because I understand that you're seeing that all know how social media becomes a big thing and stuff. But we all here today took time out off of work, took kids out of school because we want them to see the process and understand how important this is for us to speak up. But can we get an understanding from you all where you're at with the budget planning? Because I agree with Pam that creativity is important in situations where budgets are being cut, and we all know about, anybody who's been in a business or owns a business, we all know about budgets. It's very tough. But can we get some understanding? We want to do stuff together, but maybe I'm only speaking for myself, but I feel very in the dark with that. Is there a way that you can explain to us where you're at right now in the budget process?
We are within 2 weeks of presenting our budget, and that is, I mean, we will have that done within 2 weeks.
And if you decide that you cannot fully fund extension, at what point will we know to where, is there a chance to then move forward working creatively with you in order to fix that so that we can fund it?
You know, I believe that the commission, we have a lot of information, and I think probably over the last, I think we've met 6 times. We probably have all the information that we need to help us make that decision. When we make that decision, I mean, there's some parameters, you know, there's a statute that it has to be at least this much, and we know what you've asked. So I think we have enough information to make that decision, and we will have that done by the end of January. And
I
Heather,
don't
you
think
can
that's
tell them.
answering her question though at all. She's asking, where are you at, and when you decide, is there gonna be time for these creative fundraising ideas before we just start closing and shutting down things?
There,
I don't know
again,
that they're, I don't
If
know that
there's
they're
no money,
I don't know that
that
they're
happens.
exclusive. You know, we do them all. And we don't do the fundraising out of here. We work with the budget, and then 4-H will do the fundraising.
Right, but they would have to know what they need to fundraise for and have time to do that. We don't know how much is short, it's already been cut more than once, and so they're trying to say, if it's going to be cut further than it already is there going to be time allowed for people to be informed, to come up with fundraising ideas and then execute them to raise the funds to continue it instead of things just not getting.
I'm not sure I understand that, because our contribution is not the entire program, your program of work. You have a lot of things you do, because we hear from all the representatives on a quarterly basis. I mean, there are a lot of things. I guess my comment would be, in 2 weeks, we will have those numbers, and you will be able to see those, and you will know at that point if you need to do different things that you did this year. And I think we can't speak on behalf of what you all are doing in your program of work. We are just obligated to get this budget done and present it. And I was going to ask you, Heather, what is the process after we get the numbers in?
I plug them in the computer and let you know where we stand.
So I think we're trying to figure out, if the budget is short to fund us 40,000, can we raise that 40,000 to keep our extension office open and running?
Well, the numbers we're talking about in the past, they donated 30,000. Last year, it was 20 from this commission. They've asked for 25. This budget says they have 244,230. So we're not talking about the largest chunk of money coming through this commission. But so what we're looking at is a variation of maybe $5,000.
So because of the
$10,000
current
maximum.
balance that you're showing, that we're giving you of what's in there, you're saying, or thinking maybe, oh, well, they already have 200,000, why do they need us to fund
No,
them
what-
more?
What I said was, I'd like to see the budget. I'd like to see the statement of where the money went, so that we know where we fit into the program and how we can fund it efficiently.
Okay, one more comment.
To clarify, because the prepare of the budget that Commissioner is referring to, that $230,000 is the annual contribution from the University of Missouri directly to Ray County. That helps support the specialists that cover the county, the internet for the office, part of the travel for specialists to the county. That is not funds that are under Extension Council in Ray County's purview, that those funds are only what the commission grants them. The university puts in that 230,000 that is on that budget. So thank you for allowing me to clarify that.
Okay.
Thank
And
you.
ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to say thank you for being passionate about the program. It is very important to the community, and we will try to get our work done in the next week and a half to get those numbers plugged in, and we will want to work with you in the future. As we have, I've been here a year. I felt like our relationship was a great relationship and a partnership, and we'd like for that to continue.
What number do you plan on plugging in for the extension?
We
You
are
said you
at-
have all the information you need to make a decision. Is
We
it gonna
have
be
not
lower
dis-
than last year?
We have not discussed that because we're in meetings right now, so we will be working
You
through
said, you
that.
said you have all the information you need.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
It'd
And
be
we
nice to
will-
know if it's gonna be lower, or if it's gonna be the same.
We have not made that decision,
I think
sir.
she has all the information she needs from us, but they are currently
Yes.
working
You know,
with.
they knew we were coming, they
planning
could have
and
talked,
zoning.
they could have
Sir,
talked about it.
There's a
Sir,
time
we are
constraint.
meeting,
You gotta
we are
be
meeting
respectful
with
the
all of the.
process.
Well, and
office
also,
holders.
we all took time out of our day to come, and they wanna say, okay, you only get 15 minutes. They put on the agenda 30 minutes originally, the one they published, and then they're cutting it down.
Sir,
We're all
thank you all,
taxpayers.
thank you all, and thank you for being respectful of the process. It is not an easy process, but thank you all for participating. And we have another group coming in, so it would be great if you all would allow them to come in. So appreciate it.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
See what's so important they have here. It must be. What is this?
Good to see you. Yes.
That's what I need to do. I'm always so bad about it. Friggin' pens, they lose everywhere all the time.
Is the funding for the senior center separate from the extension?
Even though the program.
Hey, I watched you
Right,
yesterday, and you very well.
Thank you. It's new for the station.
I like it. Here I am.
So if we want to do this, I
It's
will.
very good. Very, very good.
But thank you, I really
That's what I'm saying.
Well, we don't. Your bench is being great.
We're trying to get new ones.
Yeah, oh yeah. You're gonna take some of that.
You did so. That's better than that.
You gotta cut just even 5,000, you're gonna take some of that.
I will text one just to have next information. Maybe tomorrow? Okay, yeah, March. I know right now. Okay, get that. That's what I'm back. Nice to meet you.
When Rogers did I have a copy of the last year's budget? I didn't have the sunshine in the He's got to fill out a form. That's what I thought. And it's in the board. You can fill it out, and put, get to his plug on and process it. Up front? Uh-huh.
Roger is staying.
I'm getting ready to sit on your so. I was like something, because I would never start looking at that before. Well, hopefully we can get one of
I'm in a good
I was thinking, if you had an iPhone, those Apple, oh, yeah, I just
Okay, I think,
yeah, please.
I had a great morning, I'm on the show.
Oh, they got a letter.
oh, thank you.
Thank you, huh?
Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, I think we're ready to move on, and welcome to all of you that are involved in our special road districts. And we had you all scheduled first, so usually it's a little easier to get in here than it was this morning, so thanks for your patience. And you know, at this time, I'm going to turn this over to Commissioner Hockmeyer he's kind of the one that is, works closely with on the road districts, so I'm going to pass this along to him, and okay, we need to talk loud.
It's awfully noisy.
There it is. Yeah,
Good morning.
that's better.
I'm Max Hockmeyer. Most of you know me, but not everybody probably. It seems that we have a lot of questions about whose responsibility are the bridges, where does the money come from, how much money are we supposed to get, what's the money supposed to be used for. So that's kind of why we've called this meeting together, just to give everybody an opportunity to discuss this and to ask the questions. We've got planning and zoning up here because they have some permits that they need to have, if tubes are put in and the like of that. Melissa's not here yet?
Oh.
We're gonna have our treasurer here in a minute, and she can explain the various taxes and what the money is used for, and you can ask her questions. Currently, we have a bridge out on Buffalo Road, and I know you've got a bridge up by Oric on Shack Creek that needs some work up there. The bridge at Buffalo Road was closed by MoDOT, and that was from an inspection earlier this year. We have been trying to figure out whether we can just take the bridge out and put a tube in or not. I think that's gonna happen, but one of the things you run into is anytime you have a bridge replacement or put a tube in like that, you have to have a no-rise certificate. And the no-rise certificate is required by FEMA, and it has to do with, generally I would say just ignore it and then go on, but that doesn't work. You have to do this. We have to do it as a county, and the reason we have to do it as a county is because it affects your insurance rating, and so it affects everybody's insurance in the county if you do not get the no-rise certificate. So it's absolutely essential that when you're dealing with bridges and tube replacement, that a no-rise certificate is presented to planning and zoning.
If it's in the floodway.
If it's in the floodway,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
So that bridge, we have a preliminary bid on a no-rise certificate of $25,000. Thanks to planning and zoning, we've got a secondary bid that's $1,700. So these things can be done. So we, as a commission, have hired the engineering company to do the no-rise on that. When we get that back, then we'll proceed with working with Camden Special on putting a tube in place of that bridge. It does not create a rise situation on the water because the tube that will be installed will be over 8 foot in diameter, and the tube that goes through the levee is 8 foot. So it'll be very similar in size. Yes. I'm hard and special, thank you. I got that wrong, misspoke, keep me honest. So, in Shack Creek, you've got wing wall problems?
Yeah, I have to go at it.
Yeah. So, we'll have to take a look at that and talk about that. Planning and zoning, would you like to talk about permitting?
Sure.
Paula, this is Paula.
Paula. Hi, I'm Paula.
Stacy's over there by the window.
Basically, we've just implemented 3 forms in planning and zoning that are of a benefit to the road districts. One is a driveway permit application, and that's basically anybody needing an entrance to their property that does not currently have an approved. They apply for the permit. The permit goes to the appropriate road district for approval and whether or not there's a culvert pipe requirement. If there's a culvert pipe requirement, there's a secondary permit, and that is a right-of-way permit. And that is eliminating the county and the taxpayer liability for anybody that would come in and hit anything within the right-of-way. And then lastly is the waiver. So if you've got a driveway permit and there's not a reasonable spot for somebody to enter, but we need to allow them access, they sign this. That's the gist of it.
These permits are required regardless of whether it's a field entrance, a residential entrance, it doesn't matter whether it's ag or not ag.
And as you were saying, the real reason you require this is because of like telephone wires and internet wires and
water liability,
water lines and gas lines
Yes.
and things, and if the contractor hits those, it keeps you from being liable and it keeps the county from being liable, and it goes toward proper installation. So.
Yeah, because previously they were back charging the county when those were hit. Now we have somebody who's signing, stating they're liable. And then the road districts we keep a small portion of each permit fee. The driveway permit's 150, the road district gets 100, we keep 50, right of way's 100, you get 75, we get 25. And that check is cut back at the end of every year.
So you do get money out of the deal, so you have a motivation to be sure everybody's aware they have to file for the permit. They come to the courthouse, go to planning and zoning and request it. Melissa in?
She is unable to come in right now.
Okay. Do you have questions?
Okay.
Sir, it's been brought to my attention that you've been requesting some sort of a settlement or a budget, I believe is how it's been listed in the past. I'm trying to understand exactly what it is precisely you're looking for.
Okay, there is a settlement that is given to the state annually in August by each district. Do you have everybody aware of that? Okay, same thing. Those are to be presented to the commission annually at the same time they're presented to the state.
Very good.
So we set budget, but
And does that need to be done in person, or can it be sent to you like they do?
no, you can email it, mail it, whatever.
Is this something new?
No, actually, there's a statute in place. It's been in place forever. And it actually says if you don't do it, that the funds for your district could be held back by the county.
Cause we found no record that we ever got it.
I understand. I understand. And we're not looking over your shoulder. That's not our purpose here. But what we do find is that most of the districts are having a lot of funding troubles, and rock is expensive, and road graders are $400,000 anymore. And, you know, will you be able to continue as a road district? Do you need to team up with another special next to you or something and share resources? We don't know what the solution's gonna be, but we see it coming down the road, that things are just getting too expensive for some of these road districts.
And so this monies that he was just talking about, where has it been going for
the X amount of years, cause we have no record that we've ever gotten any of it.
No, we're talking about two different things, I think. We were talking about filing a statement. What monies are you talking about?
Is there monies that the state kicks in for the road districts?
All of the tax dollars go to the county first, and the county distributes them to the road districts. You get cart funds, you get special road and bridge taxes, and they are deposited, probably electronically into your account.
Yeah, and I understand that, but I guess I was thinking that this filing was for monies from the state.
No, it is just a report. All it does is tell where you spent the money for the last year. We got X amount of dollars in, and we spent X amount of dollars, and that's all that is. No, I wish the state was gonna give us more money.
And Max, well, is there a road and bridge, deal that the money, any money goes to, or is it all voted into the same thing?
I'm not sure I understand the
Well,
question.
the road and bridge, used to, like, there was a road and bridge commission that had control over the bridges, what?
We have a road and bridge department, but the road and bridge department is under the commission. It's the county commission that's responsible for road and bridge of the county. It is not responsible for the special road districts other than a slight overseeing. But you have a board, and your board makes the decisions for your district.
I think Dave might be referring to that 10% that people talk about, and just, is that what you're referring
The
to?
20%?
Wanting to know? Yeah, if you could just clarify that for everybody.
Well, I was hoping Melissa would be here, and when she
Okay,
comes
sorry.
in,
Let me go see if she's
she can
finished
speak
up.
to that.
I
Just a
have a
minute.
question that kinda goes with this.
You can, I'll come to you next. The state statute, and I have the statutes here somewhere, says that the county will give 4/5 of the tax dollars to the special road districts, and that it will retain 20%. And that over the long haul, at the commission's discretion, they can utilize portions of that 20% to assist the road districts, which is what's being done in the Hardin Special and what you've requested on Shack Creek. But I do have I just happen to have the state statutes here, which I will pull that out. Let's see it. No, that's the council. Too many papers. Would you make copies of this?
How many copies, Danny?
Hmm?
How many copies? Just about 3?
How many districts do we have here?
Like 20.
One thing I thought was interesting is I was going through the statutes. The road districts, the special road districts, get 1/4 of all pool or billiard table licenses. So, I think the statutes need to be updated a little bit.
Okay, Melissa cannot come in.
Okay.
And the 20% that you talked about, now first of all, I am repeating this. This is not anything that I was aware of how this was being done. So what she said to me, that there is a 20% that is held back out of what the special roads get. And that goes to the county road and bridge.
And the statute says it can be, at the discretion of council, utilized to assist these special road districts.
And that's what we've done and seen with a few things that's kind of come up,
Yeah,
us
we're using
partnering
that.
together. That's the reason that we've been
Right.
able to do that. So that is the information that I just received.
The other question that comes up on occasion is, what about the special road and bridge tax? I forgot, but I need to take your question. What was that? I'll come back to special road and bridge.
This goes along with the bridges.
Uh-huh.
I guess the question is, who owns these bridges? I'm with Richmond Special. We have a lot of bridges. And I know for a fact that the state does not recognize the special road districts, any of them, as having these bridges. These are all county bridges. I'm not talking about who funds anything. I'm just asking, if I got a bridge in my district that's falling in, if I call the state, they won't talk to me about it because it's not my bridge. What's the process? Who is going to
I
make
suppose
sure
it
that bridge
depends
gets
on-
an inspection?
I'm sorry, go back with
Who's gonna make sure that bridge gets the inspection that's necessary? Who's gonna check that bridge?
Every bridge in the county is inspected every 2 years if it's longer than 20 feet by MoDOT.
What I'm getting at is if I'm out working the road and I see damage, how do I proceed from there?
If it's in your district, you make repairs to it if it's under 20 feet. If it's longer than 20 feet, then you may want to look at getting state help, but you can always
Okay.
ask us.
That's what I'm getting at. The state will not talk to us about the bridges. I'm asking you, what do I do at that point? Do I get a hold of Clay and say, hey, come out and look at this bridge with me and see where we need to go? And
I
then
would-
we can advance from there?
We will work with your board, is what we will do. So I would suggest that you talk to your board and have them contact us, and then we'll direct them.
Let's put it more on an emergency deal. I find something that I think this bridge is gonna fall in.
Then you need to close it,
Okay, and who do I contact from there?
your board.
Okay, and they can call you all and,
Yes, we work with your board.
okay, I'm just curious because
I'm a part of Special Road District, and in 2019, we were told we couldn't close the large Buffalo Bridge. We did try to get state funding for it, to try to either take, it was to the point, probably be taken down. FEMA said absolutely not. That has to go through the county. The county then in turn closed it, and then did the necessary decommission. My question is, because I think we're all just confused as to what statutes, there are different statutes, and it depends on how we were set up, how the road districts were set up, as to which statutes, there's several statutes, and it depends on how we were set up. Is there ballot language? I don't even really know, do we know how far back these special road districts have gone? I mean, as we started, we would need something, that really determines what statutes, as who owns the bridges.
Well, my understanding of it is, and I'm still pretty new at this, and we have an attorney who is schooled in county law and knows all the statutes by heart. He's a great resource, so we usually refer to him when we get into complicated questions about roads, bridges, taxes, etc. My understanding is, after reading through most of these statutes, is that there's basically two different ways to set up a special road district, and one of those is township. We are not a township county.
Do we have proof of that? I mean, do we,
We're not set up as a township county.
Okay.
Our political structure is such that we are not a township county.
Okay.
So I don't think that's in question.
Okay.
So that means that there's only one set of statutes that apply to our special road districts.
Okay. Well, I had spoke also, just because we have legal advice as well, we have, and we always go to them just for questions. And he was the one who said, 'cause I'm like, we all have to know the statutes, that way we know the rules, you can't play games if you don't know the rules. So, and that's where I went to him and said, where do we go with this? And his suggestion was to get with the, to find out exactly which statutes these road boards fall under. I don't know if we were all at the same time, if we were all created at the same time, if we were created differently, different times, and maybe different times, how things change.
But I don't know why that would affect the way the road district functions, because they all function under statute.
Exactly. We just need to know which statute, but if you're saying that you're a township.
We are not.
We are not a township.
We are not a township county.
Okay.
So there's only one set of statutes, and
And you're gonna give us those? Are we able to get those? Have you pulled them?
all you have to do is type in RSMO
Are you in the
space 233.
243?
233. And it will bring up all the statutes.
Max, I got another question.
Yes, sir.
So we may not get any help for these bridges. Can the road district legally go in there and fix it?
You can go in and fix anything in your district.
Even though you're all.
That is actually your responsibility by statute.
Even though you got control of the bridges?
We don't exactly have control of the bridges. You have control of everything. It's very difficult to get anybody to tell you exactly what's what. The bridges belong to the special road district and says so. Bree, would you copy these?
I go back to the fact that, which I think everybody's just curious, and I agree, I mean, statutes, we all know, some we like and some we don't. But if we have a bridge, and it is ours, in fact ours, can we come to you all and you submit funding for us? Help us with the paperwork, 'cause we aren't able to.
That's where you were with the big Buffalo Bridge. You came to the commission, and what happened, I wasn't here, can't say for sure, but I'm gonna guess, from what I know, that bridge was very expensive to replace. And they decided that they didn't have the money to do that. Currently, the way the bridge program works with the county, and Bobby Don and I have both gone to the meetings with MoDOT, we are in a 9-county area that shares bridge funds that come from the state and federal sources. It's called a BRO program, and what they do is they will give us 80% of the cost of the bridge. We have to come up with 20% of the cost of the bridge. And then from there, it is a competitive bid process. We go to a meeting and meet with the other 9 counties and MoDOT and present the bridges we would like repaired. Well, all 9 counties vote on which bridges are gonna be repaired. So last year we did not get a bridge to repair. Morton was repaired under that program. That was a good one. Christian Road Bridge in northern Ray County has just been completed. It was completed under that program.
But my
Obvi-
question is, would you, if there was a bridge, I mean, maybe not necessarily the one we're dealing with now, but other people, just in general, would you help there's funding there?
We would take it case by case. I mean, I'm not gonna do a what if, and these are all larger bridges. These are all 30 feet and longer. They have to be over 20, I think, to qualify for the program. So anything under 20 feet is really in your jurisdiction.
Any other questions? Any other comments?
And anytime you can take out a bridge and replace it with a tube, then that bridge comes off the MoDOT list. It's not inspected anymore. It'll probably be there for, if you put in a railroad car, it'll be there 100 years. You don't have to deal with it anymore, which is what we did down in Henrietta Special. We've got one bridge left down there. Everything else has been replaced by tubes. So that helps a great deal. Yes.
I have one comment on, and it actually does not belong to the Lawson Special Road District, but there's a railroad bridge that's off of Hunter Lane. The railroad hit it and damaged that bridge.
That's 216 bridge.
Yeah, 216
They
bridge.
did it in July of 24, I think July 27.
Exactly. Why is that bridge not replaced?
Well,
It actually, I mean, it's a county.
For one reason, the railroad tore it down, the railroad needs to put it back.
Exactly. So why are the lawyers not involved in getting?
They are.
They are.
We are.
Okay.
We have been working on that for more than a year, and unfortunately, things with the railroad, they're slow. But we actually have just, MoDOT is working with us to address this with, the UP. So we are working on it,
Because
and
there's
it's
actually
slow.
2 bridges there, there's the other one, and it's what's caused a lot of damage to the Lawson Special Road District, which we have been spending extra funds trying to maintain those roads, because all this traffic goes down, funnels down into our district. We probably spent an extra $70,000 last year just trying to keep those roads repaired. And I was questioning why we had not moved forward with those bridges.
We thought we were going to have something definitive a month ago, and then that has been extended, but we are on it. We're following it very closely, and we are beside ourselves over that situation.
The railroad did not respond to our questioning, and so MoDOT got involved, and they brought down the hammer on them, I mean, but they're still not responding very well even to MoDOT, so it is in process. We
I
do
guess we
expect when
shut that line down saying you can't use that line. No, I'm just.
But we appreciate your thoughts, because we've been dealing with that for a year, and we had our legal team involved with it before MoDOT got involved with it. So they're getting it from a couple places.
Okay.
Anything else?
Maybe you could help me understand here. So in the 20% that is withheld that goes to the Bridge Commission, would it be fair to say that most of that money is expected to go toward the 20% of bridges over 20 feet? Or is there maybe some other place that this money would largely get directed?
I don't know that money is earmarked specifically for that. It's, as I said, we're helping with a bridge down at Hardin, and we're gonna be looking at the one on Shack Creek, but, that 20%, that's all a new program that's come by in the last 3 or 4 years. They've changed how they do all that, and so that's all pretty new to us too.
So then previously, for a bridge that was over 20 feet, the Bridge Commission would have paid 100% of the bridge?
No. You mean this commission? No.
Well, the bridge,
No.
the 20%, wherever that money goes.
No, what used to happen was there was still federal and state money, but it wasn't administered like this. They would apply it individually to a county bridge, but now they've put it into a 9-county area where we all compete to get a bridge done, because the cost of bridges has gone up. Whereas, for example, there's a bridge in Henrietta, an overpass, that 10 years ago was estimated 1.2 million to repair that bridge. Now it's over 10 million. And because of the increase in cost, they have thrown all the counties together. So basically, they're doing fewer bridges than what they used to do.
Right.
I had a question about that 20% as well. When you say you withhold that, withhold it out of what?
Of what you all send in, is the way I understand
Well,
it.
but we get money from several different
The tax.
places. From every tax dollar that's paid in, even from residents in our area, property tax, that 20% is also held out of that?
Primarily, that 20% is for administering the tax collection and distributing the money, is the way that came about. However, we're also allowed to use portions of that to assist local districts. The money you're talking about, all tax dollars are collected by the county.
Right.
And then they are issued out by percentage based on your road length to each special district.
Just make sure that I got this right, we send in a fiscal year-end report to the state. Do you guys want one now? Is that what you were saying earlier?
Yes,
We would
yes,
like
we'd
the
like to
same
have it.
report that you sent to the
Okay.
state.
All
We
right.
would like a copy of that, just to keep, because that is what it says per statute that we need to do, and we haven't been.
And that is from here moving forward.
Yes, 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 yes. Anything?
Okay, up in our area on West 190th Street, it turns to Atkins Road, but it goes all the way down, further down. We've never bladed that. Some people built a new house down there, and you all bladed it before, and, nobody's been blading it. So they come to us, and they've been to everybody, claimed they've been to the county commission, and you're saying that straight of road is ours, Wilson Special.
I'm not sure. that-
I don't know that we've ever addressed that.
I don't think so.
It's First I've heard of it.
Did you say 109?
190th.
90th, that's okay,
190th.
190th. I do think that we've heard from 190th. I'm
I
not
can-
sure if it's,
I can say something about this.
Okay.
You're talking about, east of Atkins Road, where it kind of
Yeah,
splits.
it goes on down, it
Yeah,
goes quite a
the
ways
dead end
down
part.
in there.
Whenever we asked them, they would always say that they were west of Atkins Road, so we thought it was yours. Now, if they are on the east end, on that dead end part, that is ours, and there's been a miscommunication.
Well, I bladed it for you.
Oh, well, thank you.
now, Clay, do you know everyone?
Only Jack Morant, I think.
Okay,
and-
why don't you introduce yourself, and then you all introduce yourself, so you all, and he's doing a great job. He's been, overseeing this for what, 3 months, 2 months?
2 months-ish, yeah.
So, go ahead, why don't you, because I think it would be good for you all to know.
My name's Clay Clevenger. I'm the new head of Ray County Road and Bridge. I've worked there for 4.25 years, if my math is right now. Only been in the position of this now for about 2 months or so. So I'm learning stuff, but I'm also trying to get things up there too.
So if you're with Road District or the board, why don't you introduce yourself to them?
Luke Covey, Richmond Special Roads, board member.
You know me.
I know you. We've met.
We've met.
Yep.
I'm Robert Williams with Henrietta Special Roads.
I'm Patty Lamb, I'm Harbor Special Road District Secretary.
Kenneth Odell, Harbor Special. Yeah. Board president. Greg Steele, Henrietta.
Darrell Pass, Lawson Special.
Vince Lee, Lawson Special.
Gene Nolker, Wilson Special.
Not met you.
Theo Claybo, Warwick Special Road District.
Vernon Smith, Lee Cameron Special Road.
Steve Nail, Board Special Road District.
Susan Coates, Richmond Special Road District Secretary.
Nick Winter, Warwick Special.
Okay, great, great.
Everything.
Yes.
We met already.
Yeah, I met him in there just about a half hour ago.
Did everybody sign in when you came in?
I just
Please
have a-
sign
I
the sheet before you leave.
I have a clarification for just everybody. When you're talking about that, from here moving forward for financials, it may not be, I mean, there might be different timelines for different people. Our fiscal year ends in December, but if I was speaking to Mr. Steele, his is in July. So when are you wanting, he won't send his stuff in to the auditor until.
By
so how-
statute, it says August.
Your statute,
That's the Missouri statute.
okay.
It says August.
So the August following when we filed,
When you find. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to redo your book work in August, you just give the report for the previous year in August.
Okay, are we good?
How do we go about if we wanna get the mileage on our district check? Because whenever, years ago when I was doing FEMA work and I was coming up with mileage for my FEMA claims and stuff, I didn't have the whole district in there, but I was pretty close to what my district has said that it has in mileage. So I feel like we're not getting full credit for all the miles that we're maintaining in our district. And so I'm curious if there's a way to, how we go about getting our mileage checked.
There is a MoDOT person in charge of that, and I'm not sure who it is, but we can find out.
Okay, appreciate that.
you're gonna give us your phone number so we can give you a call.
Yep.
And if you would hang around when this portion of the meeting's over?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, anything else? Well, thank you guys for coming in. There's always a lot of questions and it's pretty complex. And so thank you all for what you do and appreciate working with you.
One thing we didn't bring up was that there is a special county road and bridge tax. When we talked to the attorney, the special county attorney about that, he said that the county did not have to distribute that to the special road districts, although they do and they always have and they will continue to distribute that. But a lot of times that's the confusion over money for bridges, that the county doesn't hold that back, it gives that out to you. Yes.
I thought that was in the CART money. So I thought CART money was distributed for.
CART money is generally rock.
The statute that I have pulled says it's for any road repair, rock, bridge.
That's fine, but there is a special county road tax.
As well?
As well.
Okay. Thank you all for coming in.
Thank you.
Snuck up on me.
Can I ask you one point of clarification that I wasn't writing quick enough? Okay, 9 county area, and we think Sharon's taking that, and so we're getting less, we have to go there. Yes, so 80% of the DR Okay, that's fine, no, I can do it. Okay, so 80%, so 20%, the county comes up. Not that, the county comes up with 20%, and if we get the bridge approved out of this board that you guys are going to, 80% of the cost comes from state and national, and then 20% the county has to come up with. All 9 counties present to, so, and they give out the funds, is that the bridge and organization? All 9 counties present to, like you go and you participate, you got it now.
We all sit down together.
Like all the.
First of all, there's everybody and so everybody rates their bridges, describes them, and then they all rate them, all the 9 counties. They all rate them. And that goes into a big pool of MoDOT.
We present that to MoDOT, okay, there we go, that's what I didn't
They
get.
put it in order, and then we all come together and vote on it.
Okay, awesome. Does that make?
Hey.
This is Luca Richmond Cop.
Yeah. So I came out one night, you
Thank you.
had something in your yard.
Thank you.
Keep chugging. Mike's in the truck, set up the line.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was, yeah. Well, you know, at least you got an answer to what happened, because most of the time you go out there and there's no idea. Looks like you got your hands full, I appreciate you even handing us about all of it. So, all right. Have a good one.
I've been getting calls on me.
Yeah, I think I plowed snow through there last time it snowed. It needed rock back then.
Well, I hate the snow. I hate putting rock on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it comes to the point you can't do much else. But anyway, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I can help you if there's anything called.
Okay.
You want my number? You got it.
I can probably get it.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
whole city calling.
Yep.
911, everybody's got it.
I think Planning and Zoning has your number.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I'll ask them.
They call me on a regular basis.
I've got it.
How you doing, Bobby Don? Good to see you.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for
Thank
being
you.
here.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Spot. Thanks for everything you all do.
Well, appreciate it.
You'll have a.
Nice job, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's quite a job.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can't go that way.
Hey, get out.
Only if you jump over the top.
I'm not gonna do that, because I'll probably be laying there.
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Okay, so with that,
With that, we can't have others.
just gonna say it's rather business. Okay.